that she did to the DSA a few months ago. So a land acknowledgement is a formal statement that recognizes and respects Indigenous peoples as traditional stewards of the land and the enduring relationship that exists between Indigenous peoples and their traditional territories. So it's taken from our own Office of DEI on campus. Our statement or acknowledgement is, long before California, Sonoma County, and Sonoma State University, the land around us was inhabited by Indigenous peoples collectively known as the Coast Miwok and Southern Poma. Now they are formally recognized as the Federated Indians of Great Rancheria. Sonoma State University acknowledges in gratitude the Rancheria's ancestors for their stewardship of the land and all of its resources, and thank the current membership for their partnership in a number of educational initiatives, including the Federated Indians of Great Rancheria Learning Center at the Fairfield Osborne Preserve, located on Sonoma Mountain.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. So here we go. Welcome to our 2021 Celebration of Excellence. That's the Jamie Zamjoon All Advisor Orchestra playing us in there this morning. So we just wanted to say welcome to everybody. We're very excited you're all here. We're excited. This is our inaugural Celebration of Excellence. We've done a few things before, but this is our inaugural event. So first of many to come. This was also the year of our inaugural NOMA Leadership Awards for our students. So lots of good stuff happening in 2021, recognizing a lot of amazing folks, a lot of amazing contribution to our institution. So we're really excited you all chose to join us today. We're really excited about our award winners and some of the stuff we're going to talk about reflecting on our year. I want to talk a little bit about our process. And so we had dozens of nominations for our awards, lots to go through. We had all sorts of amazing contributions from folks. We had committees, so there were multiple committees for each of the awards, including the Siegel Commitment Committee, which brought people from all over the university, every division of the institution, students, staff, faculty, all contributed to the conversation about our Siegel Commitment Awards. So we're really lucky to have everybody be part of this process and to recognize the amazing stuff that our staff and the Division of Student Affairs do. For those of you who don't know me, I'm going to serve as one of your hosts today. Now, don't click the leave button just yet. I will not be your only host. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric Dixon. I serve as the executive director of the Associated Students. I also get the opportunity to serve on the leadership team for the Division of Student Affairs. So kind of a foot on both sides of the fence. So I'll be only one of your hosts. So I'm sure you're tired of me, but we have another host that'll be joining us today, and that is Laura Monet-Paulson.
Hey everybody, and you might be tired of hearing from me as well. And I am your co-host today and the Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs.
So we're going to start off today with a video. Rachel's got a little 5-minute video they put together with some pictures, thoughts, and memories of the 2021, all positive thoughts and memories from the 2021 Student Affairs year. So Rachel, take it away.
So, all right, let me see when I figured this out. So let's see if it opens.
There we go. Look at that.
Is it working?
As you're thinking,
it is
side sparkles or top sparkles. Which one do you like the most?
Okay, here we go.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't
I know the silent applause, the snapples. I can't help but smile while I watch the whole video. It just is amazing to think about all of the different kinds of things we've gone through this year, together and apart, but all part of the same community. Before we move into the full part of the program, I also wanted to take an opportunity to recognize some of the more challenging sides of the year. And Sue, if you wouldn't mind pulling up the presentation, we'll start off with a slide. I know that many of us have lost loved ones this year, and we wanted to take a moment to honor the memory of one of our fellow former Seawolves who left us too soon this year. Kristen Kaczynski was our interim director for student conduct from August 2019 to February 2020. I know that many of you may not have had the opportunity to work with Kristen closely, but her work will impact us for years to come. And I know that she is terribly missed. So wanted to acknowledge that and remember Kristen. Please join me in doing so. Additionally, our hearts are with all of us who have experienced loss this year, whether directly COVID related or just the inability to gather with family and friends in the way we usually do to mourn that loss. It wouldn't be a community gathering if we didn't acknowledge that. So it's going. It's okay, Sue. And now we're going to progress to the full part of our presentation. And so just wanted to make sure that we took that moment to acknowledge those that we've lost. So it's now my pleasure to introduce your Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Gregory Sawyer. He's going to provide us with some opening comments as we get into the full awards. So Dr. Sawyer.
Well, thank you, Dr. LMP. And I too want to add my voice to the memory of Kristen. She was such a wonderful colleague and taken much too soon, but the contributions that she made to our office and to the division and the university will not soon be forgotten. So as we all continue to keep her in our prayers, as well as our own family members who have left too soon. What a wonderful time of year for us. In cabinet this morning, we discussed how beautiful it was to watch our students to process, to be able to be with their families as they were being recognized, and to be able to enjoy a moment that they thought was going to be taken from them. And I do want to, because we have special guests, I do want to recognize our colleagues from around campus that have joined us today. I have seen Jeff Banks, who is our Associate Vice President for HR. I've also seen Dr. Mario Perez, who is our Vice President for Advancement. And as you all see, folks, please let me know, because I'm going through our many screens to make sure that I don't lose someone in here. But as I start seeing folks, I will certainly recognize you. I just want to say thank you for all of our partners, because you really do help to make this campus. As we all know, student affairs was not a reality necessarily 5 years ago, as we know it today. But with the hard work and commitment with our campus partners, and for all the work that you all have done, I say salute. We have been a community of excellence. We talk about the celebration of excellence, which is what this program is, but we've also too been a culture of excellence. We were just sharing this the other day that when we had the opportunity to put President Sakaki up for President of the Year within NASPA, that she won. And we knew that would occur. And when we had the opportunity to acknowledge Brent with CPAC, and he was acknowledged and was recognized by his community. And as we've gone down the line, and of course, most recently, Dr. Gerald Jones, who was recognized as the Wong Family Award winner for 2021 for the staff category. And you start looking at it, and the fact is, these are people that have been here. They've always been excellent. They've always been out there doing the good work. And so to know that Sonoma State has always had some of the best, not just in the state, but in the country. So we all know that this is the stock from which we come. And so that part of culture of excellence that we show, that culture of care that we embrace, that culture of civility that we have, that when we step up, when we knew that there were possibly issues around the elections, and we not only stepped up, but we leaned in. We knew that we would have to lean in for our police department because they couldn't show up in uniforms. But all of you said, we'll be there and we'll do whatever we need to do for our students. And we'll do whatever we need to do to make sure that our campus stays whole, and yet at the same time, make sure that our students can express themselves, because that's what a civil and a civil institution looks like. And it's also too what a civil country looks like. And so we hope that as we go through today, you'll be able to see our expression of appreciation with those individual staff members, your colleagues, you who have done all this wonderful work. But now we have an opportunity to be able to share that, not just among ourselves, but with other members of our community. This year we showed our true colors, no pun intended, but the culture of equity, the culture of inclusion, and the culture of diversity. We were out in the streets with masks, protesting the inequities and the inequalities of many of our campus communities and intersectionalities. We knew that as a campus, we would have to be out there and to support. But that's what we do in student affairs. That is the nature of our business. That's the nature of who we are. And so there are days where it's really difficult. There are days where we have to check ourselves and check others. But at the end, we always know that we're on the right side, because as student affairs, we're always there, putting students at the center of what we do, even if we are taking them in front of the rights and responsibility conduct boards, because it's for the betterment of our students and our campus. And so for all that you do, for all that you have done, and for all that you continue to do, we appreciate you. And so the celebration of excellence is our opportunity to say thank you. And throughout the course of this event, we'll be able to be loud and proud and share all of our opportunities of expressions of love and care for all that you've been able to do for us and for our students. And so I say thank you. I appreciate you. But there's one other thing that I need to do before I sign off, and that is, we have folks, and I know that I mentioned this in at least 3 of our meetings, but it's still worth mentioning again. During the pandemic, there still were those individuals that were on this campus every day. Reach was here every day. They were doing the work. They were there in the face of when we had our ACS, or alternative care sites. They were there. They were there when people weren't so friendly, when they would come on campus and they would accost them, but they were there. They were there when people said, look, you owe me money, but they were there and they took those calls. Student Health Center, they were there, dealing with it on the front line, but they were there. Where they were there to provide shots, but they were also there to take your temperature. They were also there to make sure that you did your wellness check, and they also were there to make sure that you got swabbed. They were always there to make sure that they took care of our students, while at the same time working with public health, making sure that we had the appropriate numbers and making sure that our campus was well aware of where we were within the pandemic. But also who was there on campus? The children's school. Because they were also making sure that they took care of the first responders' kids so they could go off and do the work that they needed to do for our community. And we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge the fact that they were there and they were helping us to do the work that we needed to do for our community. And then there was a group that sometimes we forget about. Our associated students fed our students when we couldn't. Our associated students almost had 4 tons worth of food that was distributed. 7,986,000 pounds of food were distributed so that our students could eat who were living on campus, as well as for those who were not on campus, who were finding it hard to find a place to live. But they took care of our students. And then there's the group that employs them, and that's AS. Our AS folks were there on the ground, and they were making sure that our students were at least finding a place where they could live, finding money so they could pay bills, and finding food so they could feed themselves. And so for all of you, I just wanted to make sure that we gave you one more special thank you, because there were folks out there doing that work every day. And I know many of you would have been there in a heartbeat, because even when we could open, recreation was open. As you saw, they were open and they were ready to do business. But not everybody was allowed on campus. So for all of you, it's been a tough year. But you know, one of the things that I love as a former athlete, when you really find out what kind of muscle you really have, is when everything is pointed against you. And not only do you come out of this winning, but you come out of this as a superstar. And what we've been able to accomplish this year is almost unfathomable. So I'm going to turn the program over to our co-moderators, co-facilitators, and co-loveliness. And Eric, you know I think you're lovely. And so I'm going to turn it over to our folks. And you all, thank you so much for everything you do. I just love you all, and I'm just so proud of you. Thank you.
Yay. Yeah, and I'm grateful for all of the comments in the chat. Please keep it up while we get into some of the awards. So we wanted to first start by giving some background about the Celebration of Excellence. We've talked a little bit about the process, how we got here, but I wanted to make sure and talk a little bit about the purpose, and then let you know where we're going to be presenting some specific recognition today. So the Division of Student Affairs created the Celebration of Excellence as an opportunity for colleagues in the division to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments and good work of our fellow colleagues. The Celebration of Excellence event serves as our venue to recognize and appreciate our dedicated and committed staff and administrators who contribute daily to the university and the division's successes. This celebration recognizes and rewards staff and administrators for their courageous, innovative, and unprecedented efforts, as well as their sustained excellence in fulfilling their responsibilities and service to the division and to Sonoma State University. The awards that we're going to be presenting today include the Spirit of Excellence Award, which is granted to a colleague outside of the division. The Seawolf Inspired Commitment Awards around the topics of excellence, integrity, commitment, collaboration, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then the Pillar of Excellence Award. The Pillar Award is considered the division's Employee of the Year Award, and we are excited to recognize some excellent colleagues this year. I'm going to now turn it over to my co-host to introduce the Spirit of Excellence Award. So I will turn it over to you, Eric.
Is everybody ready to give away some awards? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Isn't that advisor orchestra good? Jamie got them working on the side. So they really are a good group. So they practice so hard. So let's give away some awards. We're going to start with our Spirit of Excellence Award. This is an award is presented to up to 2 of our colleagues outside the division for their integrity, their unwavering commitment to student success, their spirit of collaboration, particularly with us in student affairs, in an environment characterized by adversity, also known as 2021, and continuous collaborative efforts in the pursuit of excellence. Our recipients are selected by the Vice President of Student Affairs Executive Team, and the selection is informed in part by nominations received from our division members.
In general, the recipients of the Spirit of Excellence Award have demonstrated and assisted the Division of Student Affairs in acquiring resources for programs and services, or implemented a new process or policy that supports student success. They've demonstrated exemplary customer service and/or support for students in the Division of Student Affairs. And they have collaborated in identifying creative solutions that made a significant and positive difference for students and for the Division of Student Affairs.
So this year, we're giving away 2 Spirit Awards because we've had just so many wonderful collaborators on campus, and the 2 that we've selected, we're really excited to recognize today. I am thrilled to be able to talk about our first award winner. Before Dr. Sawyer reveals who it is, let me tell you a little bit about some of the things that were in their nomination. So this nominee, this is what was said about them. They are one of the most thoughtful, reliable, practical, and responsive campus partners that I've worked with during my 21-year career at Sonoma State University. Regardless of the myriad of challenging issues we present to them, they are always even keel and helping to strategize and finding solutions in the best interest of the student and the university. I would add that this winner exudes the positive energy and solution-focused attitude that the student affairs staff thrive on. So much of what we need to move forward would just stop without this person's collaboration and support of our division goals. Dr. Sawyer, would you please share our first Spirit of Excellence Award winner?
Thank you, Eric. I am pleased to recognize our first 2021 Spirit of Excellence Award winner as Kimmy Lilo of Human Resources.
Kimmy.
Hey, so Kimmy, congratulations to you. Do you have any words that you would like to share?
Oh goodness, I have my award. I don't know if you can see it with the background. My gosh, it's truly an honor serving this division and the other divisions across campus. It's a life dream. I truly love my job, and wouldn't even call it a job, but this career, and everyone, even in this room, from advancement, academic affairs, office of the president, you name it. But student affairs, you definitely pull at my string hearts. So you know me, I'll always answer your your emails and texts and things like that. But it's truly an honor to receive this award, and I appreciate all that you do for our students as well as all our campus partners in the community. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Again, congratulations, Kimmy. Well deserved.
Way to go, Kimmy.
Yes, congratulations. Okay, so this year we have the opportunity to provide this award to 2 winners, which is a very special thing to get to do. So I'll be presenting our second Spirit of Excellence Award winner. But before I do that, here are a few words from the nominators of this for this award. This person embodies all of the criteria for this award and honor. This past year has been challenging for all of us, but every step of the way, this individual has worked with DSA entities to support each other. Members of the DSA were invited into their training in the fall to talk about how we can work together and how we all will be pivoting to the virtual in our programming and in our outreach. They are incredibly aware of the students and always just want to help however they can to create a successful space and experience for the students at SSU. Their commitment is unwavering, their ideas are unending, and working with them has been an unbelievably positive experience. This person is so giving and positive and has helped to advance the DSA goals and continue commitment to the student experience. Doc, do you want to present our second award winner?
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. LMP. I am pleased to recognize our second Spirit of Excellence Award recipient this evening as Tiffany O'Neill, the Director of Alumni Affairs and University Advancement Division.
Tiffany.
Congratulations, Tiffany. Well deserved.
Way to go, Tiffany.
Tiffany, would you like to share some words?
Of course. I mean, I think everyone who knows me on here probably knows I'm never short of words to say. But I'm really speechless and truly, truly honored. I told Doc, when you love what you do, it comes easy, right? So working with all of you is truly a blessing. You all do such amazing work, and I'm just lucky to be part of it and to continue the work as our students graduate and to continue to build that lifelong relationship with our university. Trying not to get emotional because my daughter's graduating today too. So it's like an emotional day for Tiffany all around. But I will say also that I'm honored to be recognized with Kimmy because I think Kimmy's amazing as well. But continue to do what you do. I know this has been a challenging year. And like I said, just feel so honored to work with all of you and look forward to being back in person. Commencement gave me some new energy and it was great giving some hugs, maybe putting some people on a golf cart when we weren't supposed to. But it was really great just connecting and seeing all of you. So look forward to continuing our work together. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And again, congratulations to Tiffany and to Kimmy. I did want to mention one other person. So last year, we did not do of course, this year being our inauguration, but last year we did not do the celebration of excellence, but we did acknowledge Mr. Mark Stapp as being our very first Spirit of Excellence Award winner for the Division of Student Affairs. So it looks like right now there's a slight lead with University Advancement on these awards. So I'm just kind of putting that challenge out there to almost Dr. Jeffrey Banks to, you all need to up your game for next year. So Kimmy's going, yeah. Anyway, congratulations to both of you. And Mark, I hope that you received your, because you will be getting another award. You will be getting some other stuff coming with you. Okay. So anyway, oh, I love it, Dr. Stapp. So I'm turning it back over to you, Dr. Laura.
Thank you. Echoing all the congratulations, my cheeks are going to start hurting from all of the smiling. This is just so many good feelings. Okay, so now we get to move into our next set of awards, which are Seawolf Inspired Commitment Awards. This was a series of awards that folks were invited to submit nominations around kind of the set attributes in the way that folks engage in their work. As you can imagine, in this division, we had lots and lots of folks who were qualified to be recognized for this award. So it is my pleasure to introduce the first Seawolf Inspired Commitment Award for Excellence. In the division, we talk about excellence epitomized by high quality work, going above and beyond, being or doing the best, hard work, merit, and dedication. Before I present the next award, I want to read a few words about what the person who nominated our winner had to say. We have experienced and survived many tragic events, from wildfires to power outages to sheltering in place during the pandemic. But we have endured nothing more tragic than the deaths of our students. When a student died tragically in an accident, the news rocked the students and staff equally. Sonoma State staff and students rallied around the best way to honor him, both during RASA grad and the university commencement ceremony. Our nominee stepped up without hesitation as the campus representative to support the family. Their tragic loss and tremendous grief must have made that role heart-wrenching. The coordination needed was complicated by a language barrier. Our award winner worked with the university commencement team, the cultural grad team, and student friends of the students in order to facilitate the best possible celebration for the family. Our winner's graceful, respectful handling of that family was awe-inspiring. His support was so exemplary that he has continued to be called upon to support other Spanish-speaking families who have tragically lost their SSU student. It truly takes a special kind of person to agree to a role that exposes one to such heartbreak. Our winner exemplifies the kind of excellence that warrants an award. Without his grace and willingness to perform these important duties, Sonoma State University would not be able to truly support these student families. And it is my pleasure, I'm pleased to announce Jesus Garcia Valdez as our Division of Student Affairs 2021 Excellence Award winner. Jesus, congratulations. Would you like to share a few words?
Thank you, Dr. LMP. No, I mean, just I want to say thank you. I mean, it has been an honor to support that student's family, and also, you know, ready to embark in any other experience that I guess might come our way. Hopefully, you know, they don't come, but of course, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So thank you. It's an honor, and, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ooh, that one's near and dear to my heart, Jesus, and you know why, so thank you. I'm so happy to recognize you this year. For our second award for the Seawolf Inspired Commitment, we're going to be recognizing an individual who exemplifies integrity in their work. When I hear integrity, I think of the quality of being above reproach, having strong principles and uprightness. Integrity is exemplified by honesty, ethical thought and behavior, trustworthiness, honor, loyalty, reliability, transparency, truth, values doing what you say you will do and doing what is right. Here are a few words from the nominator of this award winner. Our winner has given many years of service to Sonoma State and has served an integral role in the offices of a variety of campus leaders. In the Office of the Vice President for Student Affairs, she stood steadfast in support while new leaders took turns as interim VPs until we welcomed Dr. Sawyer. She did so with grace and integrity, guiding each leader with her campus knowledge and her reliable standards. Our winner models behavior that is perfectly appropriate for the dignity of the office, upholding a level of dignity, respect, responsibility, and reliability, while still finding space to be personable. I had the great fortune of listening to her on the phone with students, those who called with the shame of food insecurity, those who called angrily responding to conduct appointment requests, those who called completely confused and had dialed the first number they could find on the website. Each time, her obvious concern for the students' well-being, her patience while listening to them, her deep knowledge of available resources, and her drive to develop creative solutions was readily apparent. The student knew, as did I, that she would follow through with a solution. There's no doubt the amount of passion she has for any and all of our students, regardless of why they may be in our office or on the other end of a phone line. Her willingness to partner with the OVPSA staff is cherished by all on the team. Always available, always supportive, always knowledgeable and reliable. Our winner contributes an enormous amount of work while modeling integrity every single day. She's an integral part of the success of the office. She delivers on promises, maintains professionalism, shares and models her excellent morale and ethical compass, holds herself and others accountable, and absolutely works under the auspices of the mission of the university. I am so pleased to announce Sue Hardesty as our Division of Student Affairs 2021 Integrity Award winner. Sue, do you want to say some words? I feel like I'm going to cry.
Oh, that is so, I am so honored. This is such a pleasant surprise. I want to thank my nominator and peer, wink, wink. It's such an honor to be nominated for an award, first of all, but it's even more of an honor to be selected, to be recognized by all my colleagues and peers for something that holds real meaning to me and I truly aspire to be. So I just really appreciate this so very much. I can't even tell you. But I do want to say one more thing. I want to thank Dr. Sawyer, especially for leading the charge to develop this awards program. And thank you to Dr. Monhey Paulson and Eric Dixon and Rachel Carbone for executing that charge and making this a reality, because it's things like this award program and the Seawolf commitment and the diversity, equity, inclusion statements, all those things help to shape the culture of our organization, our institution, institution and our community. And it's so important to do those things that promote our values and standards. So I'm terribly grateful for your hard work in putting this together. And I'm so grateful to have the privilege to work with so many dedicated, committed, hardworking professionals who model high ethical standards every single day and actually make it easier for me to do the same. So thank you guys all so much. I'm truly honored to receive this award, and I will cherish this for many years to come. Thank you.
Salute, Sue, salute.
We appreciate you, Sue, so much. So thank you for everything.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. See, now I'm getting a little misty, so I
Yeah.
gotta get it together here. Okay, so another of our Seawolf inspired commitment awards is for commitment. Now, in honesty, we took a little creative license with the Seawolf commitment. There isn't really a commitment Seawolf commitment, but it's in there. The word is in there, and it's really the Division of Student Affairs version of elevated responsibility. We talk all the time about commitment with our students. Our willful promise to do something or give something or being dedicated to a student, a person, or a task. It's an engagement or obligation that compels fulfillment and may restrict freedom. Commitment is evidenced by dedication, loyalty, hard work, persistence, duty, responsibility, determination, follow through, being ethical, keeping a promise, being devoted, and maintaining focus. Many of you are committed right now, sending emails and working while this is going on and multitasking all of the time. But I want to tell you a little bit about our award winner and what their nominator had to say about them in areas of commitment. So this is what they had to say. From the time she was hired until today, our winner has demonstrated unparalleled commitment to hundreds of low-income, first-generation, college-bound students. In each of her positions, she has worked tirelessly and often behind the scenes to prepare our underserved and underrepresented students to succeed in college and beyond. They are exceptionally organized and with great attention to detail. She also greatly supports her staff, understanding and meeting their needs while simultaneously recognizing and tapping into their strengths. She empowers her staff and encourages them to apply their gifts and talents to their work, not only to the benefit of our students and programs, but also for their own professional growth. She is truly a selfless leader. In 17 years I've worked with her, she has rarely taken any vacations, as she would rather sacrifice her own vacation time than a student service, activity, or event. Our winner cultivates leaders in our department by mentoring staff to develop skills that will help with their current job duties and advancement toward their career goals. She gives constructive criticism when necessary, but she is approachable, fair, and is a good friend to all she works with. I am thrilled to announce that Carrie Jo Burns is our Division of Student Affairs 2021 Commitment Award winner. Congratulations, Carrie Jo. I know Carrie Jo is out there somewhere off screen, and I want to invite them if they want to say a few words about their award.
Well, hello, everyone. I am very surprised and very honored. I have the most amazing staff. I have never experienced such dedication to the students that we serve and to their jobs. They are relentless in their service, and I appreciate them so much. And the way that they're truly dedicated and passionate about working with the students and making better lives for themselves and their families. And it has just been truly an honor. And for me to spend my last few days here at the university in my empty office right now and walk away with this award, I just thank you so much. Whoever nominated me, you have to let me know so I can come and get you. But anyway, it's all about the kids, and these are amazing staff working toward the mission of the university. So thank you all.
Congratulations, Carrie Jo. Thank you. So it's already been an emotional 45 minutes. I know I need to reapply, and some people may need to take a bio break. So if we're going to take a 5-minute break, now this is 5 minutes Pacific Standard Time, not Sonoma Standard Time. So we want to keep it to 5 minutes. And so listen for our voices when we start coming back. You'll know it's time to flip those screens back on. So take a bio break, relax, and we'll see you in 5 minutes.
Way to go, Carrie.
Kimmy, congratulations. I love to be in the same space with you, at least for a little while.
You
are
are for a little
amazing.
bit longer.
You have been amazing. I know, I get to chair the committee and I enjoy that very much, as you know.
See that, Doc? I'm keeping her just for a little bit longer.
Just before I get on the houseboat, I'll be, yeah.
It's more than just, and we're recording, it's even more than just working together. It's working as a team. It's incorporating different perspectives, resources, and responsibilities. It's about communication and partnership, about cooperation and group effort. You have to bring open-mindedness. You have to develop relationships. You have to support each other, and you have to trust each other. Our award winner for collaboration has done all of these things, and here are a few of the things some of the people who nominated them had to say. From day one, our winner has been a kind and compassionate professional who cares deeply about the holistic success of students. He is a colleague whom I can rely on for support and collaboration. He is someone who is committed to the culture of care in everything he does. Just this past year, he went above and beyond his primary responsibilities to support the students and the goals of our remote summer bridge orientation program. When thinking about which professional academic advisors to reach out to for assistance within our summer bridge program, he immediately came to my mind as someone whom our incoming students would benefit greatly from because of his care of students, his knowledge and his expertise in working with underrepresented students, as well as being an exemplary role model for our students can look up to. He is someone who is always willing to lend a helping hand, no matter the task is small or big. I am humbled to be able to announce Michael Anon as our Division of Student Affairs 2021 Collaboration Award winner. Michael, I know you're out there. You've got a tie on. You're looking good. Could we get a few words from you about your award?
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate it. I first just want to thank Brent Boyer, one of the best leaders I've ever worked with, for this award. It just means so much to me. I also want to thank the whole DSS team, because we truly are a collaborative office and work with each other every day to support our students and everybody else around. I also want to thank Dr. Sawyer for your wonderful message that you left for me. I appreciate that so much, and we'll definitely keep that for forever. I appreciate this honor, and I have to name that all of you helped me earn it, because I collaborate with all of you, and I really just appreciate that. So I just wanted to name just some of the people that I've worked with over my time here, and just how important that is for me. So I want to actually start first with the safety committee that I'm on. I'm made up of a multidisciplinary team led by the fantastic Ruth DeBlanc, who actually came to our disability awareness events and then gave me so much great feedback. She runs an amazing ship over environmental health and safety, and other people in that committee who are just fantastic, including Miss Musa Brunin and our risk team. Of course, I have to send it out to all of our case departments, and just so much that they do for our underserved population, which, as many of you know, is just a group near and dear to my heart, especially as a first-gen student myself. And that all comes with the leadership of Dr. Gerald Jones, who is one of the kindest humans I have ever met in my entire life. So thank you, Joe, for all that you do every day. I want to also reach out and thank all those people who are out there, our support staff of all the departments who answer all my ridiculous questions that I ask all the time. The registrar's office, when I say, hey, can we fix that? And they just do it. And get that update. And I just want to say thank you to all of our faculty who are here, who do the great job of working remotely and everything that they do to educate our students in such a challenging environment. Thank you for the Sewell Service Center Financial Aid, again, for just answering questions when we ask, to the facilities who've kept our campus going during these times, to our health center staff, our CAPS, who keep everybody safe, to our OPHD and the great Susan Polito, who also just take care of our students in such a kind and nurturing way. Housing, Reach, you all have done tremendous above and beyond. And Liz, you somehow find rooms for our students, and I don't know how you do it. Thank you. The Rec Center, Shelby, your organization is fantastic. Kelsey and Becky over in the Career Center, thank you for all the help with DOR and everything else this semester for Disability Awareness Month. To Summer Bridge and EOP and Jesus and all of your teams that do that, thank you. Our friends in HR, I really loved how much you all stepped up a few years ago for Disability Awareness Month, and I delivered you all some stickers because you're there for us on the disability side of things. Thank you. Dining services, academic advising, especially Michael Blasek, who answers. I send him brain teasers for policy questions for fun, and that's what we do. And so many others, including our off-campus support with the Department of Rehabilitation has been a fantastic partner. And thank you to all our tutoring support, Lark and Mesa. And I know I'm forgetting a bunch of people, but I can't do this all without you. And as some of you know, I often tell my students that they need a team to support them in college. And usually I start our intake meetings with that explanation. And students aren't alone in this. So I tell them to see me if anything comes up, whether it's disability related or not. And if I don't know the answer, because of all of you, I know who to take them to. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Michael. No, that was a speech from a serial collaborator. That was well done. And you got me misty again. I just got all put together after the break. Now I'm all misty again. Congratulations, Michael. I'm going to turn it over to Laura for our last Seawolf Inspired Commitment Award.
Yes. Thank you, Eric, and congratulations again, Michael. So our last Seawolf Inspired Commitment is for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Well, this is a Seawolf commitment in process and has officially been approved at this point. We all believe strongly in its inclusion as an award criteria. When we consider the award for DEI, we're thinking and reflecting on the incorporation of many different types or ideas. The inclusion of individuals representing more than one nationality, race, religion, economic position, sexual orientation, ability, status, and political affiliations, just to name a few. Diversity is characterized by different backgrounds and perspectives, multiculturalism, open-mindedness, acceptance, appreciating and celebrating differences, variety, culture, inclusion, knowledge, respect, uniqueness, learning, and understanding. These are just some of the words we use to think about individuals who embody DEI in their work every day. And before I announce our award winner for this year, here's some thoughts from the person who nominated him. Our winner could be nominated for any of the Seawolf Inspired Commitment Awards, as he embodies all tenets of the Seawolf Commitment. He has an exceptional work ethic, unwavering dedication to his students and team, consistently going above and beyond, outstanding professionalism, and the quality of his day-to-day work and accomplished portfolio of programming and projects. He contributes to making an impact and creating an inclusive environment of teamwork, cooperation, open-mindedness, and progress. Helping coordinate Black History Month, he made exceptionally meaningful contributions to diversity, equity, and inclusion, while expertly modeling the way and taking a healthy, proactive, graceful, and unapologetic approach to an instance of hate. He is accountable to himself, his students, his team, and our campus community and partners. He displays outstanding adaptability, judgment, professionalism, initiative, communication, interpersonal skills, and workload management. He's committed to his team and to consistently stepping up whenever the opportunity presents itself. He has been focused on lifting as he climbs, supporting innumerable students in landing internships and acceptances to graduate school. It is an honor to work alongside him. I am pleased to announce Mendel Murray as our Division of Student Affairs 2021 Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award winner. Mendel, would you like to share a few words?
Absolutely. I am never short of words either, but I can talk a lot, so I will not do that. So first of all, I just want to thank you, LMP. I want to thank you, Dr. Sawyer, for the very, very thoughtful message you left me as well as I got off the plane. I left all my tears on the plane, so I won't do it today, but definitely thank you for that. Thank you to my family, a couple of whom are here, and to my team and to the entire DSA. I told Doc as well, as like, I'm more excited and more humble, if anything, than to be thought of for any award at Sonoma State. I've only been here for a year and a half, right? And so for me to even be considered for anything here means a lot to me. But I think, everything I do, and I hope it shows, I do it from my heart. I don't do it necessarily to receive anything. I don't do it to receive any award. I do it genuinely just to do it. Getting an award for it is just icing on the cake, right? And I think, like Tiffany mentioned a minute ago, really when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right? And I feel like that's how my entire time at Sonoma State has been. Really just, I haven't gone to work every day. I've gone to do what I love to do, right? And I don't think any one of us come into student affairs or into higher education with the idea of winning an award. I think it's just the impact we have on students, right? And so I think for me, I'm humbled, and I'm glad that I've been able to do just that. So I just, first of all, thank you again to everyone that I've had the opportunity to work with and haven't had the opportunity to work with, but I'm sure I will as we transition back onto campus soon, and just to make sure that I continue to do the work for our students and for everyone here that might need it. Definitely humbled, and thank you again.
Yes, congratulations again, Mendel. I wish we could get that applause sound effect up every time. We'll have to work on that for next year. Okay, it is now my pleasure to move us into the next award series. I have the honor of introducing the Pillar Award. This award is presented to an employee in the division who has demonstrated an exemplary level of integrity and professionalism within the Student Affairs Division and University. The Pillar Award is considered the division's Employee of the Year award.
Laura, a recipient of the Pillar of Excellence Award, has demonstrated dedication and commitment to achieving the mission, purpose of the university, of the division, and of their respective program, service, personnel style, and influence, which motivates and inspires those with whom they interact. They performed excellent in their assigned tasks in an exemplary fashion while inspiring others to improve. They've exemplified outstanding conduct and teamwork in the performance of their duties. They are exceptionally reliable. They are cooperative and collegial, and they work every day towards achieving departmental, division, and university goals and objectives, and embodies the division's core values. I would like now to introduce Dr. Sawyer, who will introduce our Pillar recipients. You're muted there, Dr. Sawyer. It'll mean more with full volume on.
It normally does, and I normally say my best stuff when it's muted, so you're probably just going to get the aftermath now. Well, let me first share some words from a couple of nominators that I think really touched us as a selection group. They have demonstrated daily leadership and passion to support the division in any way that they can. In a time of campus crisis, they picked up a new skill and knowledge in a brand new era, as well as area, and created systems from scratch to help to support students and create a seamless system of resources and services. During these extremely challenging times, they showed his dedication and commitment, true character, and ultimate teamwork to student success. They have partnered with faculty and staff throughout the campus to connect and provide resources. They juggled multiple roles in multiple departments. They did all of this in the most selfless of manners, because that is what they are committed to providing the best programs and services to our SSU students. They work tirelessly to help students meet their personal and educational goals so that they can see themselves as successful after their time at SSU. They are vulnerable about learning more about themselves. They love SSU and the students that they serve. They strive to work hard for the division and university by having the same priorities, vision, and goals to stay aligned and be successful. Another nominator shared that he leans into the critical role he plays in providing services that promote the achievement of students and their personal and educational goals while enhancing the overall student experience. He strikes an exceptional balance of productivity, humor, and empathy. He contributes to an inclusive environment that promotes physical and psychological safety, that promotes student engagement and success. He is encouraging, collaborative, and exceptionally effective in helping students navigate challenges, hiccups, setbacks, and restore their lives academically and personally. This is more than just a case of someone stepping up or making the best of a temporary situation. This is an exemplary person who is meeting the moment, selflessly serving the university and the division, and who is consistently making a meaningful impact for all of our students. I am so pleased and honored to announce the Division of Student Affairs first 2021 Pillar of Excellence Award, Reed Matheson. Congratulations, Reed.
It should also be known that
Absolutely.
Reed hates any and all recognition.
Yes, he does. And we
That's
knew
him.
that, Reed. And so, yeah, Ryan had shared that. Dr. Hiddy had shared that Reed's going to hate this doc. But congratulations, Reed. All of us that have come into contact with you, all of us that know the work that you have done, the almost 700 students that you took care of this year is absolutely incredible. And we do get your weekly reports, but I don't know that everyone knows the depth and breadth of the work that you have put in to make our students whole. So thank you so very much for making sure that they were fed, that they were taken care of, and you also fed their souls. So thank you. And Reed, if you'd like to share some words, we'd love to hear them.
Yes, thank you all very much. As stated, I'm definitely uncomfortable at this moment, but I have written some words, and I do apologize, as for the first time while working remotely, I am having a technological issue and Zooming from my phone while charging my computer from a cell phone charger. So give me a little grace here, a little bit more than you all have already given me. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you, or thank everyone for this honor. Honestly, we are only effective in fostering student success as a team, and not only as individuals, even though our individual work is really important. I know that my experience is deeply influenced and held up by the work of my peers and supervisors in and outside of student affairs. As noted, I do not take recognition well. The spotlight is never a place that I have sought. When I ruminate on the idea of fame, I always choose the comedy writer over the late night host. I feel that I always work best behind the scenes, but that's not always the best place to be. That said, I have been encouraged to take... Oh, sorry. That said, I've been encouraged to take this honor in stride and acknowledge my hard work. I have worked really hard. I worked really hard in my original position as the outdoor programs coordinator, and I have worked my butt off as the care teams coordinator. But I also know that so many of us have worked our butts off. This has been a really interesting year. In these unprecedented times, we have had to make something out of nothing. We have had to adapt, evolve, perform in ways we never conceived of. Our services may have changed in their delivery, but we never faltered in their impact. I spent an hour bugging my therapist about this award, and he laughed at me and he said, "What is the issue? You deserve this." And while that may be true, it does not encapsulate the picture of student affairs. We work together towards a common goal. There's no reality in which I was successful in this position without the help and grace of individuals throughout this university. I am so very thankful for this opportunity and the faith that Dr. Henning had in me when he offered me this position. I am forever grateful for the support and mentorship that Shelby Long has imparted on me. I am deeply thankful for the amazing division of student affairs that Dr. Sawyer has built. We're an extremely impressive bunch. We may be a smaller CSU. We may be located in the little-known haven of Sonoma County, but I feel that we put our counterparts to shame with our dedication and care. I know that there are many among us that deserve this honor as well, and I do not take that fact lightly. I hope that I can be the support that has elevated my work this year to the countless deserving colleagues I have in the years to come. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And this is cheesy, but go Seawolves. Oh, that was hard. That was rough.
Good job, Reed.
Good job, Reed. You got through it. You did it. It was beautifully stated too. Thank you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Very much deserved. Very much
Got
deserved.
my award in hand as promised.
Okay. Thank you, Reed. At this time, I'd like to move on to our final Pillar Award recipient. And before I announce this person, I'd like to read from a couple of their nominators. Her behind-the-scene work efforts are truly like the engine that makes the car go. All programming and services emitting from their office are well planned, organized, and executed to perfection due to her professionalism and commitment to excellence. Likewise, using best practices and student-centered, student-focused pedagogy, she has a unique ability to connect with all students, staff, and faculty, regardless of race, ethnicity, gender, or position. Unquestionably, she personifies a key divisional value and priority in her work and interactions with various stakeholders, helps to create a culture of care. On numerous occasions, she has demonstrated care in supporting students with their varied needs and ensuring students are supported and connected with the staff and resources germane to their respective issue. And in supporting students from underrepresented, underserved minority groups is important to the division, then it is worth noting that she has the heart, soul, and passion for serving educationally vulnerable populations. Honestly, there is no one quite like her in the division, or for that matter, at Sonoma State University. She is feared by some, but loved by all. She has the answer even before the question is even asked. What she doesn't know, she humbly learns, and what she knows, she graciously shares. She is that mama bear that protects those around her, but caring enough to give grace to those who may find themselves on the short end of a discussion with her. If she doesn't have the answer, she is never too proud to ask someone. Students absolutely adore her, and staff want to learn from her. She is one of the most compelling reasons why Sonoma State University's Division of Student Affairs is one of the most promising places to work in student affairs in the nation for the past 3 years. It is my pleasure to announce the second recipient of the 2021 Pillar of Excellence Award, our friend and colleague and mama bear, Rachel Carbone.
Yikes. Yeah.
Would you like to say something, Rachel?
Yes, I would like to say something. I too am never short on words or something to say, but I decided that I would write something because I wasn't sure I was going to wing it that well, and I'm right. I wouldn't have been able to wing it. So some of you, probably all of you, most of you know that a bunch of years ago, I had a catastrophic upheaval in my life. And while I was dragging myself back up and putting the pieces together, back together, I realized that there actually was a silver lining that, you know, if I took a minute, I could see. And that was that for the first time in my life, I was able to actually truly decide what I wanted to do with my life and for a living. And so after some thought, I decided that what I really wanted to do every day, all the time, was to help put kind, intelligent, resilient people out into the world. That's what I wanted to do, just like I was hoping to do that I was doing with my kids. So I went looking for a job and ended up on Eric's doorstep. So I suffice it to say that I'm very grateful and thankful that he decided to take a chance on that single mother of 3 with a 10-year gap in her resume. If he hadn't done that, who knows where I'd be at this point. I spent 3 years working with the students in AS, that made me realize that I had found my home. I was home. And after all that I had been through, finding home, what filled my heart. It was an amazing feeling. And then Doc took me under his wing, and my whole life took a trajectory I would never have imagined. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm sitting here waiting to start my grad program. Who knew that was going to happen? Well, I guess anybody who's around Doc would know that's about to happen. So with Doc's partnership, I really finally feel like I've arrived in my life exactly where I'm meant to be, exactly where I'm meant to be. And I really love my job, and I love all the people I get to work with every day. And I'm honored by this award because it shows that the award means that it shows. So thank you. I'm kind of speechless after that. I appreciate all y'all, and I love my job.
Congratulations again, Rachel.
Thank you.
And
Hey, Rachel.
congratulations also, Reed. Both of you truly epitomize the work that we do in student affairs. You both exemplify the graciousness of a person who would be the pillar of excellence. And I know that I speak for all of us. We're so proud that you are the representatives of our division as the employees of the year. As I finalize my comments today, one of the things I would like to say too, it has been such an amazing experience watching this division grow, to watch the division take the legs that it has, and to watch you all come into your own. I know that I've said this to many of you. It's amazing how amazing Sonoma has been, but we've just kind of been up here in this little area that not everybody knew that we were here. And to be able to see the great work that you do, the number of lives that you have saved, literally as well as figuratively, has been absolutely wonderful to see. So to our Spirit of Excellence Award winners, congratulations. Thank you for all the work that you do in concert with us. We appreciate you so much. And we're hoping that you will fly that flag high, that they get to see that, because the more people that we can get on campus as being consensual partners with us means that we will get those numbers back. We will fill housing. We will graduate students that go, absolutely, I want to go to grad school. I want to do something to better my community. And so with your help and your support, we can do that. So thank you, Spirit Award winners, because your spirit of excellence really helps to propel us in the work that we do. And then, of course, our wonderful, for me, the Seawolf commitment, and I know we call it the Inspired because we don't have exactly the same tenets. But I will say that for all of our Seawolf Commitment Inspired Award winners, you all absolutely are fabulous. When I know that this is a meaningful ceremony is a number of tears that I have seen on this screen. To listen to the people that have earned these recognitions and the fact that they're having a hard time choking out the response. You know that it's deserved when your colleagues are crying tears for you. And they're not saying, I should have won that. They're saying, you deserve that. That knows, and that shows all of us that this was a ceremony that was long past due. But when you look at the pillar and saying that totally two different kinds of individuals, one person that's had to step up and say, I'm going to do whatever it takes. And even if it's working these ungodly hours, I'm going to do it. And I don't even know the area, but I'm going to learn it. And to serve students that needed us more than any other time in the history of our institution. And Reed stepped up and did that. And then you have the person that has been steadfast for 3 years, working day in and night, trying to make sure that all the ideas that are sometimes up in here gets out on paper or somewhere to make sure that we can become the institution and the division that we should be. And so I thank all of you for the good work and the hard times that we have gone through. The compelling work you've done has just been breathtaking to me. But I want to say one final thing. We do have folks that are going to be leaving us, that are going to be pursuing other opportunities, going to graduate programs. And I want to say to all of you, best of luck, and please make sure that you stay in contact with us. We love you. We're so excited. I know that when I first came here and I started talking about, joining this circle of scholars and getting this doctorate, I didn't realize that within 3 years that we'd have 10 people that have now been accepted and are engaged in doctoral programs. When you think about the number, that's about a 10th of our entire staff is going back to school to become doctorally trained. But not only that, we also have the number of staff members that have gone on to complete their master's degree, that have also gotten into graduate programs. And at the same time, we have the wonderful staff that have brought new babies into the world. That's absolutely incredible. And it's during this time when our country and the world gave up hope. And what you kept doing was building and growing hope. And that's the reason why the Division of Student Affairs of Sonoma State University was once again in our 3rd year running. We got a 3-peat going. I think we're going to take on the Chicago Bulls and go for a 4th. But we are 3 years now in a row as most promising places to work in America in student affairs. This year we were one of 30. Last year, we didn't get a chance to really enjoy it, but we were one of 27 last year. And the year before that, which was my first year here, we were one of 25. But we continue to grow it. And to show you how contagious this also is, we just added another CSU, because now CSU Humboldt has now joined us as one of the now 4 CSUs that are the most promising places to work in the nation. And I'm very proud to say that Dr. Jason Merriweather, who is one of my mentees, is the Vice President for Student Affairs at Humboldt. But I'm also proud to say the CSU Channel Islands, this is their 7th year to receive it. So the idea is that we're building a commitment and a culture of excellence at Sonoma that cannot be denied. And it's because of all the good work that you all have done. And so one of the things I was not going to announce it, but I do think it's important because we may not be able to see this person, but I think one of our cherished individuals in the division, the person who called me before I was even employed at Sonoma, the person who helped me to get my access and helped me with my passwords and made sure that I had phone numbers and business cards, told me where I could potentially live. I won't hold that against you. But all the things, I need to announce that in July that Sue Hardesty will not be with us. And Sue, from the bottom of my heart, you have been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you. I say this all the time, but thank you for sitting there and just listening to my stories. Thank you for being that person of integrity that we all can lean on. You will be missed desperately, but you always know that you'll be with us, and you always know that you have a place with us here and in our hearts. You have just been absolutely amazing. So cheers to you and to whatever comes next.
Thank you, Doc.
Absolutely. I did want to also, I think that we've announced this, but because we have a couple of people who are retiring, I did want to announce those. So Leah Thompson, of course, Clark, as you know, that she retired in 2020. We also had Dr. Kathy Anderson, who also retired in 2020. You all know that Carrie Jo Borns is retiring, and today was technically her last day. Tony Baraccia, as you know, from the Student Health Center, she retired in August of 2020. And then Linda Williams, who was our AS accountant, she retired last year. And David Ferguson, who many of you may not have had a chance to know David, but David was with our TRIO programs, and David retired in September 2020. We will have other names of retirees that will come up, or even our EEP program, which is our early exit program. But I felt that I needed to announce that Sue was going to be leaving, because I thought, Sue, this would be the appropriate time for everyone to be able to say thank you and to see you. One other thing I also wanted to mention is that you all know this, but I am so proud to be able to say once again that Jamie Zamian will be the new Assistant Chancellor at the University of Wisconsin at River Falls. And Jamie, I know that you're going to go there. You're going to take the model. You're going to wear them out. They will not know what hit them. They're going to learn DEI like they've never learned DEI before. And you're going to go and show them the Jay-Z way. They just thought that they were getting a different Jay-Z. They didn't know they're going to get this Jay-Z. So congratulations to you. And hopefully you'll get that doctorate finished up here pretty soon. But I wanted to say also congratulations to you. And also one other person, Courtney Avampato, Dr. Avampato just passed her psychology licensing board exam. That is freaking huge. So we definitely want to make sure that we give Courtney a round of applause. I'm going to turn it back over to our co-host. And I want to say, Dr. LMP and Eric, you both have been absolutely fabulous. Thank you for taking this idea and making it come to fruition. On top of everything else you all have to do, you made this absolutely phenomenal. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. And thanks to everyone. And, you know, Eric and I just showed up, and we're just here to say things. The real people behind all of this have been Sue Hardesty and Rachel Carbone, to no surprise. Our biggest challenge was keeping their awards a secret from them until the final moment when we could no longer continue to do this without that secret getting out of the box. And, you know, thank you, Eric, for doing all of the nomination process for everybody. Eric and Rachel worked on getting our nomination up and running. So I guess he doesn't just look pretty, he did quite a bit of work as well. And a special thanks to all of the folks who sat on the selection committees and worked to make sure there was integrity in this process. And I know that I can probably safely speak for all of you when I say that the decisions were not easy, and it was such a pleasure to be able to recognize folks for the incredible work that they've done this year. And Doc mentioned this, but I wanted to make sure to say that to those of you who may be leaving us this year, we wish you the best in everything you do. Please don't forget to say goodbye. I want to remind you all that you have our DSA Engage page as a space where you can post a message, leave contact information. If you want to send an email out to the division, I'm happy to facilitate that as well. But we also want to respect how folks want to approach leaving. So please do reach out if you want, and we hope you say goodbye and that you know that you will always be a valued part of our Seawolf family. I am now going to turn it over to Eric for our final toast.
Well, before I make the toast, I just want to remind everybody to mark their calendars for May 27th, 2022, where hopefully we'll be doing this in person rather than through Zoom. You're going to have two pretty good hosts, I think. You know, maybe not as good as Laura and I, but they're going to be pretty good. They'll be looking good in person. Dr. Gerald Jones and Dr. Ryan Jason Henney will be your hosts in 2022. Bring in the Thunder in an in-person ceremony for our Celebration of Excellence, our second annual. So we're really excited to pass the mantle on to them. And make sure to mark your calendars. We're going to be coming back in just a year. I just want to say thank you because I got the opportunity to read all of the nomination letters. 2021 is going to be one of those years where we think about, not being as connected and kind of being away from everybody. Reading these nominations really snapped me back into being so excited to come back to work. All of the I am so inspired and so ready to come back. Just reading all of the work that you all do, all of the amazing things that you all do, just really inspired me. I'm so excited. I just want to say thank you for that opportunity. And I'm just excited to spend time with all of you. As Reed said, our special student affairs family that does so much amazing work. I know our student leaders just graduated and they couldn't be here, but they and I talked this morning, and they just really wanted me to express their gratitude. We often don't hear thanks a lot from as many students as we should. And they just wanted to say thank you for all of the work that you do, for bringing the excellence you bring every single day, for inspiring them, for mentoring them. Those were really important aspects of their career here. And you all serve as some of the great memories and mentors of their careers here at Sonoma State University. So I raise my glass to you all. It's hard to see with the background. I raise my glass to you all for whatever you all have, for the excellence you bring every single day to our students, to our division, to our university. You all should be celebrated, and we look forward to 21, 22. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Laura, Sue, Rachel, and our student worker joined us today too, Ember. So Ember, thank you. You all have been wonderful. I did want to share one other thing for next year. So all the award recipients for the Seawolf Commitment Award, you now will be part of the selection committee for next year. So wanted to make sure that you knew that, just and as well as for the Spirit of Excellence Award, you also will be members of the selection committee. And so that will only grow as we get more members, but we will look to you to bring in the people that you feel exemplify the same characteristics of service to our students. So again, thank you all so very much. At this point, I know that we were going to not necessarily leave it open too long, but I do know that folks do like to share with each other. So I wanted to say thank you. I normally would say drive safely, but I would say go to the restroom or walk around the house safely so that you don't hurt yourselves. But again, thank you all so very much for everything that you do. We really are a division that we can be proud of the work that we do and how we serve our students and the colleagues that we have around the campus. Thank you for being part of our family. So thank you all. Have a wonderful long weekend.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all.
Congratulations to everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.